Hey everyone, it's Misty. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm going to be doing a review and comparison between two Versace perfumes. So this is Versace Eros Femme. This is the EDP version, the perfume. This is the Eau de Toilette, the EDT. This one I just got, and this one I have had for about a year now, I believe, and I have given this to my daughter. This is not, spoiler alert, this is not my favorite one. I love the EDT version, which is very rare for me. Normally I, definitely prefer the perfume version of fragrances. So this one I purchased from FragranceNet. Like I said, I got it about a year ago, and I paid around $60 for this, I believe. I always get a 35% off coupon. No, this is not sponsored. I wish FragranceNet would sponsor me. I love FragranceNet. You get the best fragrance deal from them. If the perfume is like brand new, sometimes you'll have a problem finding it on there, but like if it's been out for, I feel like 6 months to a year, you should be able to find it on FragranceNet. And this was such a great deal because these perfumes are well over $100. Like I know for a fact we paid $125 for this perfume, and I'll explain how I got this one. But anyways, so let's start off. I'm going to spray the perfume on this arm. So the summary of the perfume notes, it is a citrus, white floral, woody, musky, floral, fresh, spicy, powdery, aromatic, and amber fragrance. Top notes of Sicilian lemon, pomegranate, Calabrian bergamot. Middle notes of lemon blossom, jasmine sambac, jasmine, and peony. And then the base notes are musk, ambroxan, woodsy, and sandalwood. So this is a very like citrus, spicy, woody fragrance. It smells clean, and it's not offensive at all. And it is kind of it's one of those fruity fragrances without being like sweet fruity at all. Like there's no sweetness to it. So it's just basically a fruity citrus. And there's nothing wrong with it, but these very citrus, woody fragrances, if they don't have any sweetness to them, I just feel like they kind of go bitter on my skin, and I just don't love the way they smell on me. So I gave it to my daughter. She wears these, fragrances very well. For an example, Daisy by Marc Jacobs, that smells incredible on her. It's very like kind of a tart scent. It's very, I don't know, I always call it like a tangy scent, but it's just really the citrus notes. And if it doesn't have a lot of sweet in it, like I said, I can't wear it, but it smells really, really good on her. So she loves it. And when I smell these fragrances on her, I love them. And I'm like, oh, I love that fragrance. But I have to remind myself, no, it doesn't smell like that on you. It smells like that on her. So this fragrance was a Christmas gift from my best friend. So my best friend and I, we exchange gifts every year. And my best friend's daughter and my daughter are best friends. Like they literally knew each other from birth. So my best friend's daughter's dad gave her money to get my best friend a present. And so she asked me to help her. So she wanted to buy her a perfume. So we went shopping, and we, we tried out a ton of perfumes, but then we got to this one, and, I had explained to her how we had the perfume version and that I wasn't really a fan, but she wanted to smell this one, and it smells incredible. And we were all like, wow, that smells really, really good. So she immediately was like, this is what I want to get my mom. And I'm like, okay. So I believe it was like $125. So unbeknownst to me, when she got home, she told her mom, this is what I want you to buy Misty for her Christmas present because she really liked it. So my friend went out and got me one for Christmas. So I was so shocked when I literally had no idea. I opened the box and I'm like, what? And she's like, I knew you liked it so much, I wanted to get it for you. So that was very sweet. It was very sweet of my best friend, very sweet of her daughter to, tell her that I really liked it when we were out shopping. So it's great. It really is a beautiful fragrance. So, and what's even better is I probably wouldn't purchase this for myself because I have so many fragrances. And I kind of felt like, I never really tried it because, I just assumed it was maybe a very weak version of this, but it's different. So the EDT, the summary of the notes, it's citrus, fruity, sweet, floral, white floral, musky, and fresh. All right, so the top notes are Sicilian lemon, mandarin, raspberry, white currant, calone. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right. It's spelled C-A-L-O-N-E. Middle notes of freesia, magnolia, orange blossom. And then the base notes are white patchouli, woods, broxen, and musk notes. So this one is absolutely way more my speed. And it's all because of the sweetness. This smells so incredibly fresh and bright. And it is similar to the perfume, but it's so much better simply for the fact that it's got that sweetness in there. It just changes it ever so slightly. That just makes it, to me, it just makes it so much more of a well-rounded and prettier fragrance. I feel like this is equally as long-lasting as the perfume. I probably get like 4 or 5 hours out of these. I mean, they're not like beast mode, but I personally tend to go, I feel like when I spray something, unless it is super strong, I go nose blind, I feel like, to a lot of things, whereas I'll have people, compliment me and they can smell it. But I think this is just as strong as the perfume. But I absolutely love this so much. I think it is a fantastic perfume, and I wanted to do this review in comparison because we had both. I have no idea what she did with the lid on this. Who knows? But we have both, and if you're like me, typically you will usually always buy the perfume over the EDT of any fragrance, just because I always feel like it's probably better, it's probably stronger. And if I don't have the chance to smell both of them, I will usually choose the perfume. But there are quite a few fragrances out there that like 2 are coming to mind where I have heard the EDT is way better than the actual perfume. So the first one is Chanel Chance. I've heard so many people say that the EDT of that is so much better than the perfume, as well as Dior's Poison. I believe it's like the original Poison in like the red bottle. I've heard the EDT is so much better than the perfume. So there are certain perfumes that are better, in the EDT version, and this is definitely one of them. So beautiful bottles, beautiful. And like I said, I have not checked to see if this is on FragranceNet, if the I think it is. And if it is, I'll link it below. I first discovered this fragrance from Sephora back in the day. Sephora used to send out a ton of fragrance samples. And anytime I've bought something from Sephora in the last year, they don't have any fragrance samples anymore, or like one every now and then. But back in the day when I would order from Sephora, I would get all fragrance samples, and that's really how I discovered a lot of fragrances. And this was one of them, and I liked it. But, when you smell something, you really have to wear something for a while, I feel like, to really know if it's going to work with your body chemistry, last, and, all that stuff. So the perfume is not bad, but personally, it's not for me. So if you like bright and you like a sweet fruity, with like freshness but it's still sexy, The patchouli is very, very light. I think it's white patchouli, and I'm not sure if that's different than just regular patchouli, but it's definitely, there is no heaviness or there's not really any boldness about this. It's just very light and fresh, sexy, pretty, and sweet. This one is for you if you're not into sweet fragrances and you like more of like a spicy, tart kind of scent. This is for you because there's just, I mean, that's all it is. It's spicy, woody. It's not bad at all, but like I said, these just don't work on me. So anyways, all right, you guys, that is basically it. So I want to show you something before I let you guys go. We put some lights up. My husband was able to go and wire some lights. He went in the attic. We were originally going to put some can lights way up in the ceilings, but our ceilings are really high and you know, that was gonna be a lot of work. So I personally like the look of sconces, and I had seen some of these similar sconces on Pottery Barn, except Pottery Barn was like $500 for a set of sconces. We got these around 100 each from Lowe's. They're indoor, outdoor. I honestly though would not recommend putting sconces like these outdoors, especially where I live, because the entire thing is glass and it will be a nightmare to keep clean. You will have bugs and gnats just come into the lights, and trust me, we've had glass lanterns in the past, and it was a nightmare. So we do have sconces outside, but they're like frosted and they're kind of marbled, so you really can't see the bugs and everything. So these I would never put outside, but you can put them, you know, wherever you want. On Pottery Barn, they had them styled, you know, all kinds of different ways. They had them by fireplaces, you know, by themselves on the wall, by TVs. And so I absolutely loved how this looked. We are going to get, in fact, it's being delivered today, but I've ordered a freestanding shelf in like a weathered gray color, and I'm going to style it and put like maybe a plant and just something up there to kind of like balance out the space. But I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I think my husband did an amazing job. I love having a handy husband because he can really do a lot of projects around our house, and we don't have to like hire people unless it's like, you know, dangerous or, you know, something that he just does, you know, he wouldn't want to take a chance on to ruin. But he's done electrical stuff, you know, his whole life. So he did it, and I'm just so thrilled with how it turned out. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yeah, so that is basically it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you have these fragrances, let me know. Let me know which one you prefer. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.